Hey guys, so I am back with another huge book haul, even bigger than my last one. So the first four-ish books are books that I bought from Chapters, and then the rest I have 3 boxes from Book Outlet because I placed 3 separate orders because I had a lot of those $5 coupons to use up because I kept forgetting to use them. So first thing I bought in stores was the Game of Thrones box set of the first 5 books. This was only $30 online, and I'm pretty sure in store it's like $50 or $60, so that was a great deal, and I'm really excited to finally start on these. So then I have 3 more books from Chapters, and these were all half off. They had a bunch of bestsellers on for half off, so I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy some books. So the first one I got was Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong, and I think it was Cassidy Von Shea. I think she was the one that did a review on it, and it sounded really good, and when I saw it as half off, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. And yeah, it just looks really, really cool. And the cover feels super weird. Like, it's not smooth, it's weird. It's weird. And then I also got Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page, and I just heard about all of the trauma behind this like a day after I placed my order, so I don't know if I'll continue on with this series after I read this. I mean, I've already bought it, so I'm going to read it. But, I don't know. We'll see how much I like the book, and then I'll kind of just go from there. Maybe I'll just take out the other books in the library and finish the series like that. And the last book that I got from Chapters was To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And, okay, somebody else mentioned this in their video, but, like, it looks like it's actually been written on the book with Sharpie. Like, it has like these little air bubbles and like the streaks in it. It's so cool looking, and it doesn't pick up on camera, and I didn't know what they were talking about until I got it, and I was like, oh yeah, it does. And it even has like a couple of smears, so it's just really cool looking. And yeah, so this has been really popular on BookTube, and this is the first book by Jenny Han that I bought, and you will see another book in those big boxes. I also bought another one by her, so I'm really excited to get into her books because a lot of people really love them. So we're going to start with the smaller box, which is the order I placed most recently because I was on their website, and I should never visit their website while I'm waiting for orders because I always want to place more, but they had a couple of really good deals, so I took advantage of them. So yeah, let's see what's in box number 1. The first book is one that I've been wanting for so long because Elle Fowler, she's a beauty guru, but she also does some book reviews on her vlog channel. She mentioned this book, and I kind of wanted to get it in hardcover, but I saw that they had it in paperback on Book Outlet. Actually, it was because I watched somebody else's Book Outlet haul that I realized they had it on their website because I hadn't seen it on there before. And that is Entwined by Heather Dixon. And this is supposed to be a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. I think it's 12. Yeah, the 12 Dancing Princesses, and I never read that fairy tale, but I've been really into buying fairy tale retellings lately. Like, I have this, and I have Dorothy Must Die, I have Cinder, I have Briar Rose, and Splintered by A.G. Howard. That's the Alice in Wonderland one. So, I mean, I've just been all about the fairy tale retellings lately, so yeah, I'm really excited to get into this book, and the cover is just gorgeous. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered if I got the hardcover because the paperback is just as beautiful. The book that I was talking about that I got by Jenny Han, and this one is also by Siobhan Vivian, and I know a lot of people have trouble saying this author's first name, and it is pronounced Siobhan because I went to school with someone who spelled it like that. And that's Burn for Burn by Jenny Han, and like I said, Siobhan Vivian. And I don't really know what this is about. I think it kind of sounds like Pretty Little Liars, to be honest. That's kind of what it sounds like, but I haven't really looked into it. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this. And the last book that I got was Monstrous Beauty by Elizabeth Fama, and they had this on for $1.50. I think it was $1.50. It was $1 something. And this is what kind of sparked me to place another order because I saw that it was so cheap. It's a mermaid book, and I've been really wanting to get into the whole mermaid thing, so I thought that this one looked really good, and it's got a beautiful cover. I'm using one of these like eyebrow razors to open the boxes. because it's not deep enough that it would like cut a book, or sharp enough for that matter, and I don't use it for anything else, so yeah. So the first book is Lux by Anna Godberson, and I also got Envy, and I did get the third book. I think that's in the other box though. This is part of the Lux trilogy, and yeah, they had the paperbacks on there, so I figured I'd just get the whole set and binge read it. Next book is Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac by Gabrielle Zevin, and I do own one other book by her, and that is what is it called? All These Things I've Done, and I haven't read it. It's a dystopian, but I really want to read it, and I know that everyone really loves this book by her. Like, this is her most well-known book, so I'm excited to get into it, and it's pretty short, so I mean, I can get through it pretty quick. The next book I got is Emerald Green by Kirsten Gear, and they had it in this cover, which is the one that I have been looking for, and I don't have Ruby Red or Sapphire Blue yet because I am waiting to find those in these covers, and they're just gorgeous, and I couldn't believe they had this one on there. Next I have Even Adam by Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate, and this is kind of a sci-fi, like humans making humans kind of thing, or building humans or whatever, so yeah, I'm excited. It looks interesting. So the next one I got is Please Ignore Vera Dietz by A.S. King, and I know that Ariel Bissett, one of her favorite authors is A.S. King. And Bella, would you stop smelling my tripod and licking it? What are you doing? She's like actually licking it. Yes, if you keep doing that, it'll fall on you. Stop. Stop. So yeah, I don't know a whole lot about this book, but it does have an award, so I mean, that's good, right? Like, it's gotta be great. And Ellen Hopkins wrote brilliant, funny, really special on the top, so no, she didn't write it on the top, but that's her little blurb about it. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this book. Next book is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan, and my dog is just, she thinks she owns the place. That's what's going on here. Okay, and I have been wanting to get this for a little while now, and when I saw it on Book Outlet, I was like, yes, please. And this is another one that looks like it's actually written with Sharpie on the book, which is really cool. And the background is like bookshelves, like all these yellow things are books. So that's cool. Make up your mind about where you want to go, dog. Okay, so yeah, this is just about, you know, a bookstore that's open 24 hours, so obviously since it's open at nighttime, some weird things happen, and yeah, it's not too long of a book again, so I'm excited to read this. I'm excited to read all of them. And the last book from that box is Breathe by Sarah Crossan, and I have been wanting to read this for a little while as well, and it's about Earth. Like, it's a dystopian where it's like an airless planet, and basically like a big corporation controls the oxygen, and yeah, there's a little bit more, but you know, go read the synopsis because I'm probably gonna butcher it. But I just love dystopians, so I'm excited to get into this one. Last box, and it is the largest one. So the first two books from this are Summer in the City by Candace Bushnell, and this is the sequel to the Carrie Diaries, which is all about Carrie Bradshaw before Sex in the City. So I bought two because they had two different versions. One was $4.99, one was $5.99, and they were by different publishers, and I wasn't sure what the difference was. The picture looked the exact same, but I wanted to make sure that I was buying the one that matched my hardcover of the Carrie Diaries. So I bought both, and one is, if you can see, one is shorter this way, but then like height-wise are the same, so I'm just going to pick whatever one matches and go with that. And I have a friend who actually owns the Carrie Diaries but not Summer in the City, so I'm just going to give her the other one. And I really, really love these covers. They look like purses. Same with the Carrie Diaries. It looks like a purse as well. And you guys are going to think I'm so crazy, but I also bought Burn for Burn with this order because this was a scratch and dent. And I didn't realize that they had like non-scratch and dent burn for burn, and so when I saw that they had like non-scratch and dent, I was like, okay, like what if it shows up without a dust jacket? I'm just gonna buy the regular one, and this one has a dust jacket. It just has a tiny rip right here, so I'm probably just gonna give this one away or donate it or something. So yeah, I'm a little bit crazy. Next book I bought was The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I have not read this book and I really want to, so I'm going to read it, and it's really short. It's like 200 pages, and yeah, so I'm excited to read this because I've been wanting to for a long time. I just never did. Next book is Mothers and Other Liars by Amy Barrett. So it's about a 19-year-old girl 9 years after she makes this big decision at a Oklahoma rest stop, and then she has a daughter, Lark, and they live in New Mexico, and then life is good until the day that Ruby, the mother, reads a magazine article about parents searching for an infant kidnapped by carjackers, and it says, then Ruby faces a choice no mother should have to make. So it sounds pretty good, and Mother's Day is coming up, so I don't know if I'm actually going to keep this for myself. I might just give it to my mom to read because it sounds like something she might like. So yeah, we'll see. Next is Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne, and I have been hearing a lot about this lately, and it's basically about a bunch of kids who get stuck at like kind of a Walmart supercenter during like an apocalyptic natural disaster type event. So I mean, that sounds really interesting, and I'm excited to get into this. Yeah, I love these kind of dystopian or apocalyptic books. I think they are so interesting, and I mean, it's something that could happen, so you never know. The next two books are Arcadia Awakens and Arcadia Burns by Kay Meyer, and these are part of a trilogy, and I think these are the first two, I think. And yeah, they had them on there for hardcovers, so I thought I'd get them because, I mean, their covers look kind of intriguing, and yeah, we'll see how I like them. I don't really know what they're about though. Snakes, maybe? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Next book is All Our Pretty Songs by Sarah McCarry, and this was just kind of an impulse buy. I don't really know anything about it. I just saw it on there for really cheap, and I liked the cover, so I thought I would pick it up and give it a try. And in this box I had Rumors from the Lux series, so I have the full trilogy. I think it's a trilogy, so if it is, then I have all three. Next I have Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin. Again, she has a lot of books on Book Outlet. This is about someone who dies and goes elsewhere. I think it's a kid. Yeah, she's like a 5th grader who dies, and she ends up elsewhere. So this sounds really interesting. It's not too long again, so I mean, we'll see how I like it. Next I have Every Day by David Levithan. I was really interested in this when I read the synopsis, and it's basically about, I think, a soul who ends up in a different body every single day, and then he ends up falling in love with the girlfriend of someone's body that he inhabits. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting, and the cover looks pretty cool, so we'll see about this one, and I've heard good things about David Levithan. And the last book is Such a Rush by Jennifer Eccles, and this cover, doesn't it remind you of the Panic cover except with a brunette instead of a blonde? Like that, I don't know, that's funny. So yeah, I don't really know, again, what this is about. I just know that it's a contemporary, a sexy and poignant romantic tale of a young daredevil pilot caught between two brothers. So, I mean, that's cool. She's a pilot. That is it for my haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I did notice that I am almost at 500 subscribers. Again, this is so crazy. It's just like climbing up so fast, and I never really expected it to kind of blow up, I guess. I mean, I think they're all from my last book haul, so if you are new to my channel and you came here from my big book haul, then welcome, and I hope that you enjoyed this one as much as you enjoyed my last one. And yeah, so thank you so much for subscribing and watching my videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Okay, I have every book except for my Game of Thrones and the Arcadia books. And this is how many there are. Okay. Woo! Oh yeah. None of them fell on the floor. They all fell on my bed. That's how good I am.